Surprise, motherfucker.
Hey everybody, I'm back. Alright, let's get back into it, shall we? Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers. Gonna pick up where we left off last time with the, with MSQ. We're on 5.2. Which, by the way, technically technically the next, Eden Raid quest becomes available like after Echoes of a Fallen Star, which I fucked up and said it was 5.3. It's actually 5.2. Echoes of a Fallen Star is 5.2. It's the last quest for that one. But it's just an intermission. The Eden Raid quest that unlock after that is just a small intermission. The actual final raid tier is not available until after 5.3 MSQ. And didn't actually become available until 5.4. Patch 5.4 was when the last raid tier dropped. But yeah, there's just a brief intermission with the Eden Raids questline. Sorry, I'm a little distracted because I was checking something from yesterday. There's a brief intermission from for the questline that is unlocked after 5.2, but that doesn't mean, you know, we go right into the next raid tier. No, I don't think it even lets you. So that was just me. This is just me announcing that I fucked up and thought 5.2 or Echoes of a Fallen Star was the end of 5.3. No, that's actually Reflections in Crystal, it's called. But, it's whatever. Just rectifying something I misspoke yesterday. That's all. Not a big deal. Let's get back into it. What the 206 people in queue? What the hell happened? Are people that excited over some new fucking hip-hop street clothes? That just released, like, yesterday, last night, or this morning? The fuck is going on? I did not expect a queue this big. What the hell? Just catching up on messages. What else do I do while we wait? But this could also just be an Ether data center thing, too. Another reason why I should have just made my alternate character on Primal or on Crystal. I really don't know why the hell I went... why I went all the way to Ether to make the alternate version of my main character for this... Only for this marathon, by the way. That's it. Because I knew there was going to be certain things I wanted to show in the story for FF14 that are side quests that are not available through New Game Plus. Side quests I'd already completed, obviously, that are not available through New Game Plus, like the bonus dungeon ones. Extra lore things like that, I knew I wanted to show on stream, so I was like, fuck, I gotta make a new character. Should've just made it on an alternate server on the same data center. I seriously have no idea why the hell there's such a long queue right now. Maybe there was a giant disconnect, who knows? So I've seen large queues happen like this before. My computer's making more noise than usual. What the fuck's it doing? I've seen long queues happen like this before whenever there was a massive server disconnect, which is super rare, but I did witness one and was part of one time. Like, I got kicked off the server, like I lost connection, and then all of a sudden, alright, we should play the waiting in line music. There we go. Yeah, so I got kicked off the server one time. Me and a few other friends who were on Discord at the time, we were chatting, and then this happened. And we tried to log back in, and it said, like, there was hundreds of people in queue. We were like, what the fuck? This is before Endwalker launched, so it was not a new expansion thing. There was no patch that had just happened. It was just a massive server disconnect. That might be what just happened before I logged in or something. I don't know. Oh, and the reason I said I think it might be an Ether-only thing, like this specific data center. I'm sure some people might have seen the meme, but at the same time, this is why it doesn't actually make sense. When the Savage content for the latest raid tier for Endwalker launched at the end of December, people showed that there was like short-ass queue times by that point in the other two data centers, Primal and Crystal, but Ether was like fucking jam-packed. There was, so, you know, it became a meme, people implying what we already know, which is a lot of the hardcore, high-end content players are here. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah. Hold on, I think it's appropriate right now. Where is it? To bring old Granny back. This is the west. I gotta go west. I left my homies out in the fucking rain. It's still raining. Wasn't it raining last night before I logged off? Sorry about that. That is the longest I've had to hold my nose to stop myself from sneezing. Holy shit. Now, it's been a long time since I mentioned this, but there may come a time where I can't stop myself from sneezing, and I sneeze really loud, so I'm giving y'all a heads up right now. Headphone users. Ear users. Ear users warning. Oh, I already talked to everybody last night. I recognize that line. Let me join the inner circle here. This fella? Deep Designs. Alfino has the right of it. Let us pay visit to the Ondo. We should speak with Tolsh Af first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Right. Let's check it out. This place feels much less ominous than the first time we were here. And again, we did have the shadow of your impending death hanging over us. Yeah, you know, our perception was a bit colored by things we were going through. Traumatic experience and all that. Don't be shy now. Not shy, I just want to talk to everybody before I talk to him. Give me a second, Yustola. Perhaps we might look in on Post-Shadowbringers while we're in the area. Oh yeah. I'm glad to have the opportunity to visit the Tempest again. It's so lovely here, like a different world entirely. Under the sea. Mayhap we shall find the secrets we seek in these depths, should their keepers consent to aid us. The last time we were here, the Ondo sent us to slay a massive creature. It was as large as Leviathan, twice as angry, and... Yes, of course I jest. It was only half as large. Right. Damn it, again? This only happens when I start streaming. Like, I am allergic to streaming. Or maybe, you know, I theorize this, but I think it's because of, I don't know, maybe the way my nasal cavity moves when I talk. When I start talking. I don't know. Because I keep getting like a tickle sensation, and it's like, I have to hold my nose to stop myself from sneezing. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us? Of course. I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to answer them immediately.
Dylan!
Fuck, that was kind of loud. I turned my speaker down. Ruins which your kind have yet to explore. I see. I know of one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I am afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Other than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of Maniri liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Benthos? A particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge, they call it, when they prey on your kind. But do not be fooled. They care not who they harm. Would that we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. I don't know what one good turn means. I wish I knew what that phrase meant. I don't know what he means by that. Yeah, let's just go with, yeah, we certainly can't leave him like this. I like the bottom answer too, but I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Yeah. What's the phrase dismay, of course. It's alright though. He's fine with it now, we have an understanding. Reclaiming the stores it is then. We would be grateful beyond words if you did. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to the Flounder store. But be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spear intruders. Then we will have care not to draw their attention, shall we? Damn. Gotta go far. Hey, at least I'll be getting some EXP from this. Not that it matters, this character is going to become obsolete once I reach the end of Shadowbringers post-game. So I'll obviously be going back to my actual main character on Zalera for Endwalker, so... Alright! I forgot, we're doing this out of order. 5.1. When I finish 5.1, actually no. No, we're not, never mind. I'll say what I was going to say later. I actually double-checked the dates, and I was right. I remembered correctly. Before I started streaming, I double-checked this, but you guys remember how I said this patch, 5.2, the one we're on right now? It came out in February of 2020. I double-checked, and yeah, I was right. February of 2020, when the pandemic was just starting. I was going to say something else along those lines. I won't forget, but I'll say it later. It's not relevant yet. Nervous? Me? Not at all. It's a bit dark, though, isn't it? Definitely not haunted, though. Certainly not. Dude, the bottom of the ocean floor, everything looks haunted here. Regardless of whether there's water or not, it's so dark and dreary. Or not dreary, but just dark. And ominous. How's that? I guess you got attacked? They're not much of a threat one-on-one, but Tolshath was right about their numbers. If we fight them all, we'll be here a fortnight. Oh, so you're saying this is a stealth mission? I think she is. Alright, I've missed my last two opportunities to do stealth as a ninja, so I'm doing it now. And, while we're at it... Oh, right, I can't. I'll show it later. A level 80 ninja gland. Okay, where's everyone else? I need thank him here, but... You alright, Tancred? These aren't the livers, but they're certainly stolen from somewhere. Unless wheat has started growing on the sea floor since last I checked. Thrusting your hand into each sack in turn, you find that all are filled with wheat down to the bottom. You also find that raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. It is, actually. I feel like that's in the wrong spot. Or maybe not. I just haven't played Ninja in a long time. Oh! On cursory sniff, you detect the faint aroma of fresh oranges, a far cry from the rather memorable scent of Maniri liver. These boxes are filled with assorted vegetables. Liver's not a vegetable. No shit. Go check on Oriange over here. Hey, buddy. Reen scaled the wall with remarkable swiftness. Tancred taught her well. Oh, she went in there? You can't even... I don't think you can finish this without flight, can you? Unless there's another way in here. Oh, I don't think our objective is here, but... There's Reen with the shoe bill again. Maybe I was wrong then. Maybe the shoe bill was not a Mitso, or maybe it's something else entirely. I haven't forgotten why we're here, I swear! Only, this bird hasn't taken its eyes off me since I found it. I think it might be lonely. Is that why you're playing with it? This is cute. Reen is adorable. Shoebill? The Shoebill is staring at Reen. Just staring. Perhaps my friend's theories about that being M itself is wrong. Because he's dead now. Bulbous bag. Bulbous! Is that a Bretman Grotha? From the squelching noise they make when potted in the vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant. I found them. Ninja style. Stuck past all them motherfuckers. Are those them? Hmm? 3 sacks of livers. Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Bentos have been raiding Colusian storehouses as well as those of the Yondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. Yeah. But we can discuss this after we see the livers safely back to Tol Shath. It wouldn't do to keep them in suspense. True. Alright, stealth is over. I'm glad you had better luck than I did. I spent the whole time fighting one Bentos after another. I have a feeling that there is more to this. So the Bentos have been stealing supplies from the Colusians. I know it sounds strange, but there really was a bird in those caves. So yeah, I saw you, I was there, I saw the shoe bill. Did you happen to see a bird while you were in the caves? Rean insists that there was one. But how? Oh, she's meant to say that after you talk to Tancred. You know, I never questioned that before. If it's not him, it's Hulk, how did a shoebill get down here, under the ocean? What's going on? To venture ashore and steal from the Colusians entaileth unconscionable risk. Yet there is no denying the truth of our eyes. Yeah. I am relieved to see you unspeared. Yep, did it all stealth-like. Pacifist. Achievement unlocked. I didn't kill anybody. This bulging sack makes a truly heinous squelching noise as you heft it over your shoulder. You just imagine the texture. What it feels like, putting that over your shoulder. Fucking livers. Oof. Our precious livers! I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs from Calusia and the Flounders floor. Tell me, Tolshath, does that seem odd to you? You did tell us that they attack humans too. It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Calusian warehouses. Same thing, but the perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Yomoran army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled so is that their quarry is of the sea. The true question, then, is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Bentos to carry on as they are. Filler side quest time, but actually part of MSQ. If I may, I believe that the ruins are in fact key to the Bentos' plans. Oh? Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Bentos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources... What? It is clear that their queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps. But conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning. Its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There is only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it, take revenge upon the Finless. It is no surprise. They came to us not long ago seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. If they are planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes. Once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You will see a monstrous structure there upon the seafloor. That you have come to us now is the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. If what we seek lieth deeper still, beyond Amarot, I would call upon the assistance of another. Right. I think I know who you mean. Not that I need any of these, but... yeah, I don't need any of it, but whatever. Doesn't matter which one I get. You need not believe in the will of the ancients to receive of their guidance. Like the tide and the current, it is there always. Why do these problems always turn out to be so much more complex than they seem? Can't we have a simple, straightforward adventure for once? The good guy's good, the bad guy's bad, no drama or intrigue, and it all ends with tea and tarts. Don't make me think! I don't want no plot twists! Just make it simple. The will of the ancients. If only it were so simple. Everybody wants this. It doesn't feel all that honorable or heroic to strike first, but if it leads to less bloodshed in the end... Ah, now you're starting to think like the Empire. Preemptive strikes! They can't be trusted. We gotta attack them first. That is a slippery slope, Alfino. Be careful. Is it wrong of me to be a bit excited? I know the circumstances are grave, but imagine what those ruins might hold. Hey. That's good, Reen. You're excited. You're a little adventure in the making. I would not care for what happened in Limsa to be repeated a world away. The Benthos know not what they do. Yeah, I remember that. The Sahagin summoning Leviathan, you know, basically waging war against Limsa. A whale's tail. Well, I think it just means specifically the Sahagin making inroads into dry land and creating their spawning grounds. The Sapsa spawning grounds. On land. Though our course hath been decided, to pursue it we must needs beseech the aid of a friend. Aye, I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to Sullen that we might seek an audience with him once more. After you, friend. Look at that! Alfino, the only one who wasn't rude. He was a gentleman. He was like, see you later, my friend. See, Alfino's a gentleman. But stays on one loading screen, not that it matters when you're on hardware like this. That just reminds me of a comment I saw somewhere. I think it was on a Twitch chat for someone else. Back when the PS5 version first came out. And people were saying, oh yeah, it's like, you know, it's supposed to have faster loading times or whatever. And there was one guy who was like, I'm playing on PS5 and it's the same. I couldn't help but suspect he probably was still playing the PS4 version on PS5. There's a difference. It's like, you're supposed to go download the free upgrade from the PlayStation Store. You're not actually playing the PS5 version just because you're playing on PS5. You're probably still playing the old PS4 version that's reverse compatible. I can see how that trips people up and confuses them now. And I say that because as soon as I upgraded to the PS5 version, I immediately got those instant load times and everything. And the graphics are way better. I was like, yeah, I think somebody didn't do things quite right, did they? Instructions unclear. Well, maybe someday that guy will figure it out. So, from here, we press onward to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. Wait, what? You gonna do a Jesus thing or something? Walk on water? You've perfected your technique. Alfino's excited. Just so. The water will be as glass beneath my feet, and provideth perches fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, this is gonna be some good shit. Oh, I certainly shall. There we go. See, Yustella's with me on this. She's like, this is gonna be some good shit right now. Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? With what he's wearing? That might be impractical, but sure. Aye, 'twould be a pity if you drowned. Really? Yustella's like, yup. Oh, hush. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. This is gonna be good. Go for it, buddy. Oh! He did it! He's done it! Now you just have to make it all the way over there. Go for it, Urianger. You got this, buddy. Keep those shake music. Oh!
Surprise, motherfucker! What?
Urianger!
What the fuck?
For the love of... Surprise, motherfucker! He lost focus for one moment, that was it. Mine apologies. The technique requires the purest of focus, and mine was lacking. No shit! To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Floth, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success. Albeit on a single occasion. Well, at least you tried, buddy. At least Tancred was able to dive in there with full gear and still be able to swim enough to save his ass. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired? Or you got scared last minute. Oh. Hold on, I think he's... Tancred? I think he might be onto something. Why would he be tired too? It's nothing to worry about. Only a dizzy spell. Though it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. All this just because we're too lazy to rent a fucking boat? Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention, I'm certain you'll agree. That was a great scene. Holy shit, that was funny. I'll stick to swimming, thank you very much. Yeah. I must admit, I'd been keen to attempt walking on water myself. Though I know what Alize would say. She just did. What sort of dealings with the Floth, I wonder? Yeah. What the hell did he give them in exchange for them teaching him how to do that? Do you think those two are really alright? Perhaps we should take a moment to rest. No, I do think something's wrong with them. They're not saying. Before you make some quip about age catching up with me, you'd be out of breath too if you had to drag Urianger out of the sea without so much as a warm-up. You're right about that, and hey, I wasn't gonna say shit, man. On the contrary, I praise the fact that he was able to do that in full equipment, full gear. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics. Yeah. You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, serene one. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I will take you below. With all haste shall it be done. So, did he agree? Aye, though I agreed to a favor in kind. Regrettably, 'tis not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. She's like, oh my god. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Leon and I are more than capable of that. She's losing her patience. Leon's like, you're dragging me into this? With the Kojin's blessing, we'll have done it with... We'll have done with it in moments, and better than that than standing here listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you the left. Now go! Yes, ma'am. Shit, holy crap. The hell got into her? Fucking pissed. I am in your debt. Yeah. Don't worry about it, buddy. She really is a very impatient gal, isn't she? None of us is much of a match for Alice when she's like this. Aside from Yustola, perhaps. Cat fight? Yes, that was a pun because of Yustola. Mine apologies. This venture hath not proceeded as smoothly as I had hoped. It's a minor miracle that we accomplished anything at all, wouldn't you say? The chirps, man! Even Yustola's like, I don't know how the hell we've gotten this far being this incompetent. Psst. I think Hagrid's embarrassed. Why? Yes, I'm perfectly well recovered. Thank you. Maybe because Alice didn't say anything about him being able to swim or something? I don't know. But yeah, he does sound embarrassed for some reason. A tenacious barnacle. We saw gigantic versions of these at the bottom of the ocean. After a good deal of prying from various angles, you dislodge the barnacle. Which, yeah, that's not meant to be easy. From what I've heard, it's pretty hard to get these fucking things off your boat when you sail around for a long time and you get a lot of these on it. After a good deal of prying from various angles, you dislodge it. So, what they do is they attach themselves to anything that's moving, like a boat, or in this case, Bismarck. They attach themselves to it so that, or they will attach themselves to the seafloor or rock wall that has a lot of swift water currents. Obviously, because they're under the ocean. What other kind of current would there be? When there's a lot of swift currents, water currents, when there's a lot of swift currents going by, they'll attach themselves to that area, or to a boat, because it's like a current if it's moving, right? Because they then, after they attach themselves there, they open that mouth you see right there, to catch, basically, microscopic organisms that flow by in the water. That's what I heard is how they work, basically. That's how they eat. There we go. Get out of here, you little piece of shit. I was like, oh, that's genius. They let the food come to them. Whether by attaching themselves to an area with a lot of current, or, you know. Also, was Alize down there? I didn't even talk to her, but I should have looked for her before doing that. Oh well. Well, that was disgusting. I pray will not be required to attend to any other matters of personal hygiene. Oh, you can't blame him. He doesn't have the limbs or appendages to do that himself. The power to breathe underwater seems most convenient. Mayhap the Kojin might be persuaded to grant me it when we return to the source. I can swim, after all. It's also interesting to see that Alize kept her power even though she's not complete like me. It's just her soul, but it still has that power. It's like the Matrix or something. Anything you've learned. Like, actually, I don't specifically go into that, but... I take it you finished? Would you please keep an eye on Thancred and Urianger? I'm still not convinced they're alright. Okay. Thancred? Apologies for sitting this one out, but it did seem more appropriate for those of you with the Kojin's blessing to handle it. Yeah. Thine efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. Go for it, buddy. Much, much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name. Oh shit! When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No, he asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This I understood. Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too. I treasured our time together, brief though it was, brief though it always is. But I remember him, and how he laughed when we flew. Aw, this is getting... I remember when he slept. I too slept that day, and many days since. Oh hey, Denarkin! Welcome back. Just saw your little message there. Hope you're having a good morning. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly. And I am here. I am awake. Feels good to speak and to be heard again. Shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of men. Holy shit. Thank you, little friend, but it is time I grant you your request. But first I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. Nice, you're prepping correctly. So this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten, sadly. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history, like so many grains of sand. Ken Masters lives here. Practices martial arts and everything. Might I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague and mysterious allusions? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Calusia. That's all? I feel as though there was more to it. There was. I don't know why he's not saying. The thing about Ken. Indeed there was. But it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. Fine. Later then. I don't know if this is Urianger's way of getting back at her for snapping at him, but... Alfino? If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite? For Urianger and Thancred in particular. I require no such thing. I am the picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. Oh great, they're both trying to act tough. You mustn't push yourself so. Please, rest. For me? Oh, just giving the puppy a doll, guys. For me? Please. Look, there it is. What? Oh, alright. If you insist. Ha! Got him. It worked. You too, Leon. You've been running yourself ragged. Oh, crap. Yes, ma'am. In that case, I leave the old men in your care. Damn, dude! Roasted. The rest of us will meet you at the split hole and on. Hella roasted. Word of advice? Never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. You mean Yustola? In any case, if we must be made to rest, I know a place in Sullen that's better for it than most. Come with me. I think this is Thancred's way of saying, you know what? Get some payback then. If they're gonna force us to rest, let's go get some hookers and blow. Or at least some booze and strippers, or... I don't know. I think those days are long behind Thancred at this point, but let's not pretend he didn't used to do that kind of thing. Back in Ul'dah. Now that I think about it, I think now it all makes sense. Ul'dah's the spot for that kind of thing. I guess that's why it makes sense why the quicksands is the way it is in Balmung in Ul'dah. Anyway. With age cometh wisdom, or so I pray. May as well have a seat. We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out. So you know what's funny is now people who don't even know shit about Balmung from other data centers will actually be able to visit it after next Tuesday. And see what everybody's talking about when they make jokes like that. People from Ether and Primal will actually be able to visit Balmung and be like, what the fuck is this? To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance belies thy words, Master Tancred. Yeah, Crimson, exactly. You know, the last time that, this reminds me, the last time that they delayed, the last time that they delayed data center travel, I think a friend of mine at the time made a joke like that. They said the world wasn't ready for Balmung yet. Ether and Primal were not ready. Anyway, back to this. Thy countenance belies thy words, Master Tancred. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I'm here under protest. Though I can't say I mind the view. Very nice. Starry night sky. And then the big tower off there in the distance. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Bad timing, I know. Oh! Anyway. Help! Someone! Quickly! Oh, not again. Oh. I thought somebody was drowning. Jesus. It's Nightshade. We was attacked on the road from the Crystarium. Barely escaped with me life. I suppose we might have predicted this. Almost for taking a break. Looks like the old men gotta get up and do some work. You mean you'll help? For free? Thank you. Excuse me, if I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I like how just now we're getting all this extra lore on the first. I doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. Weed! All save our miscreants appear unharmed. Can you believe this? I don't even have anything worth stealing! Never fear, Nightshade ain't no match for the guard. Like a sailor. Fortunately, this one wasn't clever enough to bring support. Tancred? These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. Yeah. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Stop! Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. He had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. He's like, ah, yes! From the infirmary! You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? Good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol, no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as all that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. But as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. It's admirable. There are a few so devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more, like we should be doing more. Oh. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. Elidibus's words are taking root. I remember you, the excitable one, or very good, Mr. Let's go with this one. Why not? Sorry, sir. I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonard, sir. I'm with the Guard, but I don't want to just protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Norvrand. What we'd really like to do is travel, to better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Yeah, right on. I mean, I started with pretty mediocre shit too, back in the day. Wasn't allowed to leave Gridania until I was level 15. Well, 14 actually. Well, well. Future heroes of the first, do you think? They want not for spirit. 'Tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus's schemes to light. Right. It pains me to think that men with such pure intent are being made to serve Ascian ends, however directly. Yeah, just like Ardbert and his friends. But they're right. The people need heroes. At a time like this, yeah. Beneath the surface. Though our respite was cut short, we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. Aye, and I doubt further contemplation of Elidibus's machinations will be conducive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hole now. Boom, 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 ding. You arrived rather early. Are you certain you did as you were told? Yeah, we took a break. Kinda, sorta. Perhaps we ought to have clarified what Bismarck meant by a short while. To his mind, our whole lives might be as the blink of an eye. Yeah, when he was talking about Ken, it sounded like that. That Ken was only with him for a little bit. What's keeping Bismarck? Surely it doesn't take this long to shake off a few loose stones. So, how much of a respite did you actually enjoy? Half a moment? Yeah. We rested! Didn't we, Leon? Yes, we did. Exactly. What Thancred said. We're totally not lying our asses off. Rianzer? All are present. Now we need but await Bismarck's coming. Oh Lord, he coming. It's time. Pray make ready. Anamnesis Anider. Not academia. Different place. Deeper inside. Whether or not we find the knowledge we seek, we have a duty to stem the Bentos aggression. Yulmore has only just begun to rebuild. Yeah. Here we are, bailing them out again. They don't even know. We can't be certain that the Bentos are all we'll find down there. Stay alert. What are we waiting for? Nothing. I like to think that my skills have improved in some small way since the last time we fought together. I won't let you down. I do have a huge party to choose from this time. We must hope that whatever slumbers in the depths will help to shed some light upon Elidibus's recent activities. That's what we're here for, primarily. Unlike Amarat, the ruins which we now seek are no illusion. There is no knowing what awaits us below. Well, guess we're about to find out. Did I read this last time, or did I just go straight in? I can't remember now. I don't think I did. I think I just went straight in. Yeah, I don't remember actually reading the description for the Grand Cosmos. Whoops. I think I did read this one, though. Yeah, I remember that one. Well, I know it's irrelevant now, but the dungeon we did back then. It's easy to forget because you get this option. And you just go right in, you know? You don't get to see the description. Well, for anyone who wanted to see it, since I forgot to read it back then, there you go. For the Grand Cosmos, the description was, long ago on the far shore of the Source, a great palace was built by the elves, the Grand Cosmos. An edifice of such magnitude, it was said to inspire envy and built the heavens for which it was named and the flowers that pervade its boundless gardens. As with so many wonders of the world that once was, its radiance quickly faded in the wake of the flood, its halls falling silent, the throne sitting empty. That is, until the palace was given new purpose when a mage claimed it as their sanctuary, their only company being solace, solitude, and the legion of familiars barring entrance to any foolish enough to seek an audience. And that, as we now know, was that Numo named Beck Lug, who's been helping us out since then. Now for Anamnesis Anider. Deep in the Tempest, deeper still than the phantom Amarat of Emetsel's design, lies what remains of Anider's ancient edifices. It is to an unexplored corner of this bed of knowledge that the Scions now travel, in hopes that what has long slumbered forgotten may be brought to the surface once more. That one was short, sweet, and to the point. Alright, who's the default party? Oh, I'm a tank, I guess. We got Alfino, Alize, and Yustola. I feel like I want to take Reen. I like having her in the party. Probably because I'm biased towards Rogue / Ninja, since I still do like that class. But I also like hearing her commentary. I just noticed. Look at Alfino and Alize's hair. You guys see this? When you look at their portraits side by side? They're facing slightly, almost the same direction, but the top of their hair, they have one hair strand that kind of hooks, and it hooks in the other direction from the other one. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'll give Uyanja a break, though. I think I'll bring Alfino. But I'll rest Alize from last time and bring Reen.
Here we go.
Yeah, that'll work. Good. I know sometimes I feel like I overthink it, but it's because I'm picturing what kind of dialogue they might have based on what's coming up. Fuck it. I suppose this works. It's nice to have at least one physical DPS and one magic. Rather than just be a full mage party like these two and Yustola. Alright, let's do it. Going in. We might see another FF7 reference here. Well, It's actually an FF5 and FF7 reference together at the same time. Monstro. I mean, Bismarck. At least you can see his eye open there. This is gonna be very scenic at the beginning, by the way. I'll try to keep the scenery in view. To the depths! I see we're not to have a peaceful journey. Nope. These are poor neighbors indeed. We're being invaded! Where is it? There we go. We're being invaded! Damn, they don't line up properly. Well, at least Blood of Shadow still hits them. I'll try to keep the camera like this so we don't miss out on the scenery. Tell him, Reem. What the fuck is that thing? Trench Wobble? Time has come to part with these interlopers. Such ease of motion despite his size. Truly a wonder. Right. Holy shit. The walls fall. We must hurry. It's like being on a theme park ride. I like it. Whoa! We were fortunate. What is all of this? What? Oh, hell no. We are hitchhikers. Hold on a second. I thought they weren't gonna move. But they do. They do. Where is it? All the buttons are in different spots for... There we go. Get over here. Oh wait, they don't actually... Okay, there we go. I was like, do they move or do they not? Yes, they do. I switched paint classes for one day and I forget everything. Malfino just said oof. Just oof. I don't know why I said oof. That is a massive hitbox. He's blocking the view. Wait, are there more enemies? Okay. Thought I was missing something. cool. There it is. I give you my breath. Your wish is granted. Go, little wonders. Incredible. Look at that. What an amazing parking job, too. Holy shit, thanks, buddy. It's fun. And there it is. Unknown. FF5 reference. We are fated to happen upon strange abominations, apparently. I talked about this back when we played FF5 and 7. Because in both of those games, you get to go to the bottom of the ocean and you encounter unknowns. But they all look different, but they have the same name, Unknown. I think it's, like I said, these weird sci-fi looking creatures, they're probably a reference to the fact that there are some really weird, freaky ass looking creatures at the bottom of the ocean in real life. So, for Final Fantasy, they decided, let's echo that and make them even freakier. And they just look disturbing. You see, honestly, the ones in FF5 are more disturbing. I don't know why. But the ones in FF7 in the sunken Galnica airship at the bottom of the ocean, that's the one this one's sort of more based off of, the design for this one. It kind of looks very loosely based off the one that has the tongue is its tail. It has a tongue as a tail in the back of its head, because that's how freaky and disturbing these creatures look. Yeah. That's this one. The symbols. Referencing the soundtrack. Like, the song always starts with the drummer playing the cymbals, like... He's charging his laser. Holy shit. Not that one. Oh, button. There we go. Oh fuck, there's another one. I almost got fucking. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Saw that too late. I don't think that'll work on either of them, but damn it if I don't try. Plain weirdness? Ectoplasmic ray. Don't know why the hell they moved it at the last second like that. I was targeting Alpino and he suddenly bolted away from me, so I wasn't able to cover them. My similar creatures dwell beneath the seas of the source. Again, yeah, that pretty much confirms it, that little line of dialogue. These monsters are basically based off of Freaky ass underwater sea creatures near the bottom of the ocean in real life. They do look very weird. There are some freaky ass sea monsters down there. But yeah, what were some examples from FF7? That one again was definitely based off the one with the big ass tongue for a tail. Or yeah, the tongue for a tail basically from FF7. Another one from that game was that big tentacle one that sort of flew and like it floated above everybody and had that move called Creepy Touch. You know, which sounds a little... A tentacle monster with an attack called Creepy Touch. Go figure. Look at this architecture. This is precisely what we were looking for. But this? Yeah. Looks just like a university. Just like Academia Nider. But this one's more abandoned and covered in corals and shit. Look at Prey go. Steam! Oh, more assholes joining the fray. These are the guys. The ones we came here to stop from waging war, right? They're bentos. Every last one of you will die. You first. Oh, not yet. Don't hiss at me, you little shitbird. Very jazzy soundtrack this place, huh? That was the wrong fucking button. Visions of Eld, attend to us now. What are they doing with that crystal? Summoning, apparently. Cyclops. Or Cyclops. Bring it on, fool! Oh, I was the wrong one. Oh good, it wasn't a pink buster, it was a party wipe. Damn it. Ballerine. I find it hilarious how she says that. I'll show you! Again, it's like being threatened by a chipmunk. It's hilarious. This guy is fast. I have the cyclone, makes sense. That was fucking close. I thought I was gonna get hit by that. This is a reconstructed concept, then. I guess so. Why this? This could take a lifetime to study. There may be still more out of sight. I mean, if these are all meant to be like books or something, yeah. It looks like a library, yeah. Instead of traditional books, though, well, for us, traditional. I guess they had something more advanced. These giant crystals filled with knowledge, maybe? Huh. She's like, why this could take a lifetime to study. No shit. A hobby out of it. Take it slow. pleasure. Oh shit.
I'll show you.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a big laboratory. Someone to flesh your forgotten form. Morir es vivir. I don't know. Sounds like some kind of cultist chant. Oh, right. Not the only one I have to provoke. There we go. Group them up!
Take this.
Music is a bop. Who's this? Hey, buddy! Your leader? Merciless Matriarch Rookshdeem. Or Rookshdeem. Either queen? I think it's implied that's probably the queen we were looking for. One wants to wage war on humans, huh? Oh. What do I have? Basically everything. Okay. Though I mislike this, we may as well have done with it. Yeah. Your kind has never given of its treasures willingly. Your lives will be no different. Say it again, you first. Bonebreaker. That sounded like a tank buster. Read it way too late though. You know nothing of the depths. Nothing! like a shake. I almost got caught in that. Plug up the water. There we go. Let's back to scrapping with you. You this time, bitch. It won't end like this. Oh, that's my liver. Damn. They don't know how to do proper teamwork, do they? Fuck. That moment when you don't have any cooldowns because of the Taste Buster. Damn close. We really have to start running right away. Kill it! She used it a little too late. Sorry, Reen, you kind of fell behind there. But she was trying to play it safe, though. Who did she say give me strength? Did it? It's a boon we find this sanctum intact. We may at last turn our attention to our investigation. Indeed. Was all, but that was all of them? Every last one? If there were more guards, they would be here by now. Yeah, that was the queen, so... Come now, she was maniacal. The remaining Bentos may struggle without their leader. Or without... bereft of leader. Oh, so her answer was a response to... Okay, that makes more sense. Sometimes the game expects you to talk to them in a certain order. Whether it's here or even outside. Yeah, it might struggle bereft of leader, but she's like, come now, she was maniacal. I can do better than that. Yeah, we could all do better than having someone insane like that in our lives, yeah. Well, let me check this place out. Whoa. Can open this now.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
Of course they did. I hope that the defector at least was signed as us. Venant? Venant was the name of the Undying One from FF12. Nice reference. Shall not speak ill of the convocation that you seek only to secure the future of our star. So these are the ones who offered a different viewpoint. Yes, it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, even should it mean suffering the eternal condemnation of our brethren? So I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the light that shall ever after keep the darkness in check. Well, that was enlightening. These are the ones who summoned Heidelin, then.
So, it was they who first summoned Heidelin.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emet-Selch never uttered the name, speak though he did, of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that.
There was also a certain defector.
I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
Yeah, good guess as any. That thing over there.
The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
They said they expected a certain defector to be there with them, but alas, it was not meant to be. Somebody who defected from the side of Zodiac, but didn't join the side of Hydaelyn either. They were hoping they would be there, but no dice. Wonder who that could have been. Bernard, please. Why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. Someone has to sacrifice themselves, just like with Zodiac? You know as well as I that but few support our cause. Far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiac. We're a small minority, then. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Who became Zodiac's heart? Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. And I will press you no more. Only know this. You will be sorely missed. I wonder, is this how the Convocation felt about Elidibus?
What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiac's heart?
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Prudent to save this for later. I'd always assumed Elidibus to be of the same ilk as Lahabrea and itself. But if the real Elidibus sacrificed himself before the Summering, it makes no sense. But this facility shared intimate ties with the Academia and Eider may readily be discerned from the common element in their names. Based on mine observations, 'tis like that the forms housed here were conveyed unto the Academia only when required, and thence returned for safekeeping. Yet, such procedural minutiae are of largely academic interest, I concede. 'Tis unto the parties which did frequent these institutions that our thoughts should rightly turn. Specifically, the followers of Benah and the Convocation of 14. I say naught of the matter of Elidibus. Benah and his followers made Hydaelyn to counteract Zodiac, which is made by the Convocation of 14, which we only know half of them. You know, Lahabrea, Emetzel, Elidibus, Lagrith, and Mitron, Nabrialis, and, what was the last one? Igrim. That's 7. And there I was thinking Immortal was bad. Would someone explain to me how we're meant to kill a being who doesn't technically exist? Do you think we might be able to activate the device again? I should like to hear how those discussions ended. Me too. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. Go for it, Yustola. No response. And found it. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it does so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus. Yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. Yeah, but we also have to remember Elidibus is a title. Just like Emet-Selch and Mahabrea. This calleth to mind the truths that Emet-Selch did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Asians at birth. Rather, they are titles of office afforded to individuals of merit at such time as the role becometh vacant. Yeah, exactly. Keeps happening. I say something and then they say the same thing right after. If I only just waited. Excuse me. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiark's heart and the emissary with whom we are acquainted be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. Yeah. It could be. It's possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here, I can feel it. In matters of etherology, I know of none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. Alright. You may now enter Anamnesis and Nido as a part of MC avatars. Trust system, yeah. I guess we're just leaving Y'shtola down there on her own for a while. At least we cleared the place out of hostilities. Answers never did come to us tied neatly with a bow. We'll get to the bottom of things eventually. While it is true our findings have raised more questions than they have answered, it is not impossible that Y'shtola will gain access to additional records. And if nothing else, we have spared you more from invasion. Yeah. Hopefully this will make the Benthos think twice before raiding the stores of their fellow Ondo again. Yeah. Does she really not mind working alone? No, I don't think so. Echoes of a Fallen Star. Hey, we're at the end of 5.2. Can we but uncover Elidibus' true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are.
Dare I ask what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time. But a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
Everybody wants to run out and swing a sword into the wild and become a warrior of light, right?
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
People, chocobos, do name it. Yeah, I did. It's true.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken.
Yeah, be quite hypocritical of us.
They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Whoa.
What's happening to the sky?
Mighty familiar.
Wicked White. Oh no.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
You and all? Then why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear? Feel? Think? I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
The way he yelled that out.
You're back!
But that lighting, Leon's face. Like a small child looking menacingly. What the hell?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
They're like, yes, I have the power. How clean his axe is.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed.
Finally, they explained the naming of it.
Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end.
A meteor shower symbolizing the beginning of the end for their civilization.
Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability. Just as Heidelin is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Heidelin has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
And there he goes again. I don't suppose he would have given us an honest answer about his history had he stayed. though I like not what it portendeth, having been treated to so unambiguous a demonstration, I cannot well conclude aught but that star showers are indeed instrumental in awakening the echo. Yet we need not attribute such credence to all that Elidibus hath claimed. That he too seeketh this star's salvation, for one. Yeah. Unsettling though this is, I'm certain our friends in the guard will use the echo well. Or with good intentions, at least. It did remind me of it. Amaranth, I mean. All the fear and the sadness. Excuse me, yeah. Alpina? The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. He is gone then? I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay, their departure. But as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Vonard among them, I am sorry to say. They have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the echo. And it's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. Yeah. I quite agree. Though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth, warriors of light. Ardbert, yourself, most of all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seeds here took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago. Yeah. Obviously, the text is different depending on where your home state is, where you started the game. I think that comparison rather flattered Thaler and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged for the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. Yeah. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at Adamnesis to us. Okay. Yep, here they are. Where in Amaray? I mean, you know, around. Vague ass instructions. You again. He's dressed differently. I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry. It's been a funny old day. They're both dressed very differently now. Ready to hit the road. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. That's the spirit. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. I believe in you guys. Damn, I like this one because it's so encouraging, but... You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with this one. I'm going low road. Well, what are you waiting for? Get out there. Go kick some ass. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. I wanted to hype them up. There they go. Take care, guys. I don't know. I didn't want to sound too much like Oyanje or something with the top answer. I was like, enough with the stiff talk. Let's just speak plainly. I was so deeply immersed in my research that I entirely failed to notice the star shower. Bugger. Like I could have been one. Thou art returned at our most opportune time. We have but this moment concluded our account of all that came to pass in the deep. Wow. Already? Honestly, don't listen to all this prattle about the life-changing importance of your words to impressionable young heroes. You could nod mutely in their general direction and they'd still be inspired. That's true. I take it they were suitably inspired? Yeah. This land is our home, and it is we who must protect it. Even if he didn't believe a word he was saying, and it's all part of some terrible scheme, it's hard not to take his message to heart. Yeah. The art of manipulation. It's shady like that. You caused quite a stir when you set forth as the Elder Seedseer's newly anointed envoy, you know. Minfilia was delighted. The world is ever in need of heroes, she said. Yeah. How did you and Minfilia know about that? Oh, right. Thanks to Papa Limo and, Ida. Back then she was known as Ida. At least, a real name. They probably told him everything since they were there for that, too. When, God, that was a lifetime ago now. When Mommy Kane Senna made us her personal envoy, gave us a little letter to take to, the other leaders of the Alliance. When we first set out on our journey at level 14. Those were the days. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. This is all kind of more signs that things were kind of going to wrap up soon. All the nostalgia, referencing the beginning of our journey. Subtle things like that. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. All these subtle moments of, you guys remember that one time, way back when things first started? Look how far we've come. It tends to hint at the fact that, you know, we're at some point or another going to reach some kind of conclusion. But not before a climax, of course. Not that kind of climax, you know what I mean. While your findings in Anamnesis and Ida do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design. Nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must needs trust to Ystola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. Yeah. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt. Vanguard is still a ninja, too. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps. But where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Alright, then I look forward to your return. Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course. We are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help? There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Huh. Just like... Thank you. All of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the pen... Sure. I could use some R&R. Knowing not whether Elizabeth or our ever-waning connection to the source representeth the more pressing problem, we must needs attend to both, and risk solving neither. Never fear, I too will continue to assess the Exarch to the best of my ability. And if that means casting the odd sleeping charm, so be it. One of these methods will work. Must. Of course, I don't wish to worry Lena. She has more than enough to worry about already. But I swore that I would return you all home. Listen, dude, she wants more transparency. Communication, asshole. Alright, fine. I will henceforth endeavor to take breaks when appropriate. While Lena is watching. Okay, that works. She wants transparency, but she also wants you to take a fucking, to look after yourself, basically. I will accompany my brother and make sure he doesn't get carried away. You will do as you're told and get some rest. Both of you. Looks like it's not just Lena now. Even Alize wants to whip your ass into shape. Honestly, he's a danger to himself. If I were Lena, I think I would have hit him over the head with a blunt object by now. At least then he'd lie down. Yeah, take a break, fool! There's so much to be done and so little I can do to help. But you can count on me to play my part in the empty. Of course. Ought we to inform the citizens that the star shower was an illusion, do you think? They might sleep better for the knowledge that no damage was done. There is sure to be no shortage of potential heroes upon whose good nature Elidibus will try to prevail. The trick will be in anticipating which settlement he'll direct his attentions toward next. Yeah. Alright, good luck, guys. Next time I go in there, I better see Lena. Telling his ass to sit down. Jesus. Alright, I'm fine. Oh. Wait, what? Right, I'm used to just clicking through to get to my room, but... Pleasure as always, Master Starcrest. I'm relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion. Though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite? Yeah, I'm a little tired. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. Thanks, buddy. A new Eden quest is now available from Yalfurt and Mordsuk. Oh yeah, I remember this part. Ties into the role quest a little. Can't sleep? Got insomnia, Leon? It would help not to try to sleep in full gear, but... Visual and audio ASMR right there. That was very satisfying to watch and listen to. Master Starcrest? It's Glynard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. What's up, dude? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues? How could I forget? You can only pick one. Ooh, I didn't have this answer last time. Ciela. Because on my first playthrough of Shadowbringers, I didn't know about the Master Role quest, so I hadn't done it yet. So I could only pick between Granson, Gyat, Lurik, Tainer, and Ciela. Also, you can relax and know that you can see the dialogue for everybody else. You just have to look at the Unending Journey, and then look at the cutscenes for Echoes of a Fallen Star. Go to the last one, and you can replay this as many times as you want and pick a different answer each time. So for my first one, I think I'll go with Ciela just to see what happens, because I've never seen this one before. The one who summarized everything. I like how she just appeared instantly. Like, oh shit! What's up, Ciela? Look. Good evening. Peepo shake! I actually got chills from that look, honestly. Good evening, milady. What do you want to talk about? I was in the Excedra. I saw everything. That was Ardbert. And it was not. Twice now he has appeared, calling the people to arms. Speaking of heroes. Yeah. I knew this day might come. Ardbert never did reappear as a virtue. To see his flesh stolen by the selfsame Ascian that made mock of their sacrifice makes your blood boil, doesn't it? I know it pisses me off. I spent years searching for a means to redeem their legacy. His legacy. And in you, I found it. You slew the virtues, reclaimed the stars. You spoke the truth, and the people listened. When I heard our patrons speak of how the Warriors of Light had been their saviors all along, I thought at long last. She looks fucking cool right there in that angle. Her face and hair does a lot for her. I was a fool. I cannot ask more of you, not after what you've given, but I must. Set him free. Lay him to rest with the others, in honor and triumph. I won't let you down, Ciela. A red moon. How ominous. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus. Damn, if only on my first playthrough I'd paid attention to that yellow marker. And noticed that it was a role. Well, it was a quest that was tied into the other ones. Could have seen that scene my first time through. That was fucking cool. I did show all the other ones though. On my first playthrough. I think I'll do the same again right now, after this is over. The conversations with the other characters.
Again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Oh, perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
Yeah, if Lena were here, she'd tell his ass to fucking sit down.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome. The dream again.
Meanwhile, in the source, they waited to tell us that. Where the fuck is this?
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
That fucking voice again.
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze. Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
Way more heroes. I like that. Oh great, I can't even access my hotel room and the damn journal without talking to this guy again. And accepting the next quest. This is where 5.3 starts. In the name of the light. Well, I don't want to start 5.3 yet because I gotta take a little break. But, I do actually want to, oh, I get it. I'll just go to another city-state then. Temporarily. Shouldn't be a problem. Just go to Gudania. Why not? Just double checking. Yeah, we're good. Here we go. Woof. Post-Shadowbringers main scenario quest 2. Nope. 1? Yes. See that little symbol right there? That little yellow block with the 2 arrows coming out of it? That's the little hint that the game gives you that, depending on which side quests you've done before this point, the dialogue may be different. So you can turn it on and off when you watch the cutscene, so you can see what they would have said if you hadn't completed certain side quests beforehand. The game won't specify which ones though, that's for you to figure out. That's what it is. But at least it does tell you which individual cutscene will have changed dialogue based on your cutscene side quest progress. As for this one, it doesn't say shit. Well, it's not listed on the log anyway. But obviously, yeah, you don't have all those choices for who you want to talk to, unless you've done their respective role quests. And I guess Cielo, I now just found out right now, you get from doing the master role quest before Echoes of the Fallen Star. Which I did not do last time. That was completely new to me. Now to find out which one of these it is. Let's start from the bottom, or no, from the end, and work our way backwards. Start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Ay. Okay, so this is probably the one with Xenos, right? Sounds like it. Yeah, it is. So, let's try cutscene 4. All of that, what? So it's probably, if that's the one him walking through Amarat, it's probably not this one either. Of course. And it's gotta be cutscene number 3. No, because that's gonna be Grahatia. Right? Yep. So it's cutscene 2. Sometimes it looks like there's 2 cutscenes put together, or there's 2 cutscenes and it's actually just one big one. So it's hard to tell. It's not always that easy. Unfortunately, every time we want to see a new one, we gotta see Leon get up and pour some fucking tea every time. There's no way to make it go any faster. There's no dialogue or like text to skip, so. Also, what's cool about looking back at cutscenes using the Unending Journey, you can change your outfit, and whatever outfit you're wearing when you first read your journal will be the outfit your character's wearing in the cutscene, even though it's from a long time ago. Because of course, they're not going to try to program the game to memorize what you were wearing at that exact moment in time way back then. Are you crazy? That would take so much data. Okay, this part's always going to be the same, so I'm going to just fast forward through it. Spare my thumb from mashing. blow it down once we get the answer choice. Alright, let's go down the list. Start with Granson. My twin! There he is! What's up, dude? Well met, sinner. How you been, bro? Look, it's all well lit now. Unlike when we talked to CL, it was all dark and ominous. But it actually matches the... It was dark when, you know... Well, that must be the canon one, then. Too bad you don't get it if you don't do all the role quests. Anyway, I was looking forward to a welcome respite here in the Crystarium, but the mood here is not exactly conducive to relaxation, as I'm sure you've noticed. Yeah, I know you've been gone for a while, and things have changed while you were gone. You guys remember at the end of the tank role quest he left? I'd wager you know more about what's going on than anyone else in this city. Care to share? Of course. Shit's getting a little wonky. Just having a friendly conversation. I can't say that I envy you, your prey. Dark work, this twisting of the warriors of Light's legacy. Reminds me of what became of old Dikaiosine, though this Ascian of yours is a fair bit more chatty. Yeah. I'm tempted to silence him myself. Brandon made his mistakes, I'm sure they all did, but the past is the past. They've earned their rest. I'm not about to let him sully Ardbert's good name. What? You want me to leave it to you? Don't worry, man, I got this. Our faces are so similar, too. Right. I'm not the only one carrying all that weight. Very well. But only because you asked. Remember, if you ever need me, just say the word. I'll be there. Right on, friend. Grandson's a bro. Giga Chad. I'm guessing this happens every time. Leon looking up at the red moon. And getting a newfound sense of determination. We get to see more tea pouring. You know what? I got an idea before it gets too far in. I'll make my closing match each roll. I didn't see who the last one was on the list. Who's next? Let me see. Makes more sense that way. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at this once. It's Giot, which would be healer, roll quest, Lurik is DPS, and Tainer is magical DPS. So basically healer, then I can go Reaper, and then Black Mage. Cool. That'd be quite funny with the little hat, wouldn't it? Yeah, this works for now. Why not? It's not exactly the same thing I was wearing. It wasn't even healer glam that I was wearing back then when I did these, but for now I'm too lazy to switch to the other one. This is by far the longest. The hardest thing is having to wait for him to answer the damn door. There's no way to skip this. You gotta watch him fucking pour tea every time. They had to make the one cutscene with lots of rewatch value, I guess. Be like the longest one to get to the point. This is kind of a nice Easter egg that makes New Game Plus very useful for players who maybe rushed through the story the first time through. And, you know, maybe only did one role quest. If one day they decide to replay this with New Game Plus features, after they've done all the other role quests, they're in for a nice little Easter egg surprise sort of thing here. Like me, basically. Me discovering the Ciela dialogue right now, or the Ciela conversation, which I didn't know existed. Proof that I haven't played this since way back then. I haven't replayed this in New Game Plus mode since way back then. Or with another character, not to this thorough extent anyway. Alright. Yacht. That drunken dwarf. There she is. Perpetually inebriated yacht. Lolly ho, stranger! Stranger, she says. So there I am, minding my own business, quaffing my ale, when I hear a ruckus outside. And then, clear as day, warrior of light! That sounded like trouble to me, and I knew that if anyone was going to trouble himself over that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Glinner the old, but I'm your best customer routine, until he agreed to bring me here, and now I know where you live. Great, ain't it? Oh god, now she can bother the hell out of me whenever she wants. Leon's like, fuck. No, he just went straight to business and told her what's going on. I knew she would start drinking. My bottles. She took advantage. Some bastards walking around wearing Ardbert. Lamit's Ardbert, like a second-hand jerkin? Yes. I don't know what's more offensive. That, or that you let him leave without a proper dwarven decking. She has to stand on the stool just to reach my height when I'm sitting down. Jesus. A certain Hobson refused to teach me. You want to get sassy? Bah! In a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine! I should have just done it myself, however I could have. Tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in the blink of an eye, here and now. Taboos be damned. After all, we ain't about to let him keep on like that, are we? Pretending to be Ardbert? Lamit's Ardbert? Hey, I'm with you. Step 1. Make a fist. Step 2. Extend your arm. Like so. Step 3. Beat him senseless. Got it? Good. Now make me proud. Will do, yeah. There she goes. Those short-ass little waddles. How many of my bottles of booze did she drink while she was here? Jesus Christ, I saw 4 empty bottles there. I still have those 2 in mint condition at least. By the tea kettle. Alright, next one. So then it was Reaper. Why is this? Oh, I get it, because of, yeah. Well, that actually works. I could put on the proper Reaper clan, but fuck it. This one works just as well, honestly. More tea pouring ASMR. His face got totally buried in his scarf there. Somnia's a bitch. I remember when I used to have it. God. Probably gonna come back with all this shit going down right now, but... Ooh. I suppose way back then I was going through more personally stressful things. That's probably why my stress affected me so much more as a teenager way back then, that I had insomnia. Oi, mate! I'm not gonna reread that dialogue every time. A friend of mine, huh? I choose it to be Lou Reek this time. What's up, bro? What charming accommodations! Oh, that's right, he does come from a privileged background. I had come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. Then the sky caught fire and, well... What's up, dude? You saw what's going on? You must know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend? Yeah, I'll let you... I'll fill you in on what's happening. Not good, unfortunately. Might want to sit down for this, friend. That is alarming, to say the least. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the warriors of light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy. So... he's eating my apples. That actually made me jump, I don't know why. Yes! Why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Reek and Leon, and put an end to his shenanigans. Eager as ever, I see. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You've no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. You're the better hunter and the better person, besides. I'm reminded of Renda Ray. Well, that's hardly a surprise, is it? For her sake, for all of theirs, show this pretender what it truly means to be a hero. You got it, buddy. I won't let you down. Take it easy, Reek. He's a funny guy. Him and Gyat are for sure the most eccentric. They offer the most comedy value. The healer and physical DPS role quest lines. What did the last part say? It is glittered accompanied by a familiar figure come to offer words of encouragement, and why not? Be it by cardinal virtue or shrouded Ascian, the twisting of good men to vile ends is not to be borne. Nice, they kept it open-ended. So you can choose who it is. Choose your own story. And now finally Black Mage. I want to take off that. That scene probably takes it off anyway, but... These scenes would be so much quicker if we didn't have to sit through this every fucking time.
You bastard!
What's up, dude? Painter! My little buddy! What's going on, man? I really like his outfit. It's actually fucking cool. It makes him look like twice as much badass. The light's always on for everyone except Ciela. I love the symbolism in that. Pray forgive my late visit. I heard the man who called himself a warrior of light speak, you see, and saw the stars falling from the heavens. The symbolism obviously being, you know, these guys are obviously more pure and innocent. Ciela is far from being pure and innocent. Not only is she from the world of darkness, the Void, the 13th, but also the shady things she did in the employ of the Ascians to trick Ardford and her friends. You know, she's trying to make amends now, but still, it fits her that the lights are off for her scene. Kinda want to watch it again after this. Pray forgive my late visit. I heard the man who called himself a warrior of light speak, you see, and saw the stars falling from the heavens. Oh, you were here for that, huh? Sarah grew tired of my endless fretting and bade me call upon you if it would put my mind at ease. Is there aught you can tell me? Honestly, I'm surprised he's not here with you. Would have liked to say hi to that guy. An imposter. I feared you might say that. Yeah. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. How wonderful it was that even one of them returned, I thought. Yet if he is not the man you knew, then... I'm sorry. I know all too well how that feels. I can only imagine how it must hurt to be unable to speak the truth. How you must abide the lie for fear of condemning those fallen heroes once more. Yeah. He really put us in a tough spot. It may not be my place, but allow me to offer you a few words of advice, as you once did me. Remember how dear he was to you, and be brave. Thanks, Tainer. I appreciate that. You've certainly grown. Oh! I'm not half so eloquent as you, but I hope that it helps. Please. I talk like a fucking barbarian. Fuck this, fuck that. Well, fuck you. What? And there he goes. Did I see that right? Oh, there is a tattoo on the back of his hand. I was like, what the fuck? I never noticed that before. Both hands. Are there arcane circles of symbols of some kind to enhance his magic? What the fuck? That's fucking cool. That's pretty cool if you ask me. I do want to rewatch it. Then after that, I'm out. Her scene I've only seen once, which was just now, a few minutes ago. Sometimes you have to repeat viewings to absorb the subtleties. Those other ones, obviously I saw them before. Ooh. Ooh, ah. Oh, the room is so cozy at night with the lights off. I wish they'd let you turn off the lights. You can only do that in your house or your apartment, but not in your little inn room. It'd be so nice to dim the lights like this here. Make it cozy. Did you notice all of them walk into view when you say their names? Except for Ciela, she just appears out of nowhere like this.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Like, holy shit! She's just already standing there, like, what the fuck? Now see, there's no fade to black here. She just comes in and Leon closes the door. The scene stays the same, so the lights don't turn on. The other ones, it faded. Look how sinister she looks, dude. Wouldn't that freak you the fuck out? Like... What? Good evening. Like she's gonna fucking kill me. I'm like, good evening, milady. Please don't murder me. See, there's no cut. It doesn't cut to another scene like the other ones. I was in the Excedra. I saw everything. That was Ardbert. And it was not. Twice now he has appeared, calling the people to arms. Speaking of heroes. A damn disgrace is what it is. Same overall script though, he explains everything after they ask what the fuck is going on. Now we get a cut. Still no lights on. Brilliant storytelling, I like it. I knew this day might come. Ardbert never did reappear as a virtue. But to see his flesh stolen by the selfsame Ascian that made mock of their sacrifice? Blasphemy, I know. I spent years searching for a means to redeem their legacy. His legacy. And in you, I found it. You slew the virtues, reclaimed the stars. You spoke the truth, and the people listened. When I heard our patrons speak of how the Warriors of Light had been their saviors all along, I thought at long last. And then the lid of us ruined everything. I was a fool. You were following your heart. Can't blame yourself for that. I cannot ask more of you, not after what you've given. But I must. Set him free. Lay him to rest with the others in honor and triumph. This is obviously very personal to her, because she was part of Ardbert's group way back then. She said it herself, she really did bond with him and everyone else, despite sticking to the plan that the Ascians gave her. This is a much better scene than all the other ones. Definitely the intended canon scene. But again, I wonder how many people missed it because they didn't bother doing the other role quests. Which I don't blame people for that, honestly. Not everyone would want to, you know, stop MSQ at a certain point, especially in Shadowbringers of all places. And then step out of their comfort zone and play roles and job classes they may never have played before. But unfortunately it means they'll miss out on some good story shit like that. Which sucks. But it is what it is. The people who care enough will go back to see it through New Game Plus mode or through the Unending Journey, though. Once they decide to get along with to get on with the role quests. I'm glad I'm prepared for Endwalker's role quest, at least. You know, having on my actual main character, having level 90 for everything. Hopefully it has just as good of a story with the role quests. We'll see. But yeah, so I'll just log out here. I can't get back to my actual in-room. Because the cutscene takes you out of it, and then you have to accept the quest just to be able to go back in. But I don't want to start this quest until I get back, so yeah. I'm gonna go take a break, take care of some shit as usual, and be back to stream some more a little bit later. So, that's it from me for now, folks. As always, thank you all very much. To those of you who came by in person, Aiden Lorcan, Crimson Arrival, appreciate y'all as always. Thank you for keeping me company. Let me mute this because the music is fucking loud, holy shit. And to all of you watching in the future, thank you very much. I appreciate the support on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you choose to watch this. And as always, please take care of yourselves, my friends. Look after each other. Stay safe out there. And until next time, please have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Peace.
I got poison!